Hi, welcome to Take Your Turn. My name is Tin.
And my name is Ricky. Welcome to our channel. We're excited to get started where we can bring to you different board games that we're excited about. Maybe some reviews on board games. Maybe some stuff where we're going to go through some playthroughs or how it's played.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of everything to do with board games and how you guys can enjoy it.
Yeah, and we also want it to be more interactive. So if you guys have any suggestions about what board games you'd like to see or some playthroughs that you'd like to watch, just let us know, and we are more than happy to show you.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit about what got you into board games to begin with.
Oh yeah. The first game that I played that really got me into board gaming was Settlers of Catan. So much so that my group of friends, we meet every month and play a game of Catan. We even keep track of who's won the previous games. So like each time we get together, we write down the winner and then we count up like who's won the most and stuff. So
oh, goodness.
Yeah.
It's pretty competitive.
It is very competitive, and sometimes tensions carry over throughout the game. So
yeah.
What about for you?
I guess what got me into board games was more of the fact that it was a friend of a friend who about 10 years ago invited me over for one of their board game nights. They do, or actually full days that they do one Saturday every month. And during that, I got exposed to tons of different board games that weren't your classic board games. And I really fell in love with those kind of games and got really excited about it. And ever since, it's been history of where I've just been going to conventions and buying new board games, and it's been an exciting adventure ever since that I probably would not have been exposed to if I had not gone to that day.
Yeah, and I think that's really common for like board gaming people. There's like a big community out there where people are excited about sharing new board games or teaching others how to play. So yeah, I can see why you're like drawn to it and want to come back.
And that's kind of what brings us to like what we're excited about here, because we're like, this is something that we both really love and have really been into, and we're excited to kind of share this with you guys.
And I think what we found in common is that we always end up teaching people how to play board games. And we're like, well, we should probably start a channel about this since we're always doing this. So
yeah, we always find new games, and like friends are like, well, we'll learn the game if you teach it. So it's like, don't bring the game to the game day.
Right.
Open the box and say, let's learn how to play together. People are really like hoping that you're coming to the day knowing how to play and teaching everyone else how to play. Which we've had to do a lot of. So like, you know what? This is something that we really enjoy, and we can share with you guys as well.
Yeah, definitely. Because there are some where it's just like truly just reading every rules, and I'm just like, oh no, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a long game.
Everyone sits there for half an hour
exactly.
while you read the rules.
Yeah, really. But you mentioned like classic games. So like, is there a childhood game that you played?
I think my favorite childhood game was Risk. It was a little bit of the strategy game, the word game, getting a little bit of dice rolling because it gets you hooked on rolling the dice. And then the strategy of like, I don't know, I always loved to take Australia down in the corner because it was a choke point coming back up. And you could just collect troops and eventually move in.
So see, this sounds very complicated, and this is why Littleton never played Risk, because I was like, oh, I just play games for fun. So my favorite childhood game was Clue, where it's very easy. You move your piece around to different rooms, collect clues, and then make a guess on who the murderer was. Like, it was you, Miss Scarlet, in the billiard with a wrench.
Not the wrench is what everyone picks every time.
Wrench or the candlestick, I don't know why.
Lead pipe, all the different murder weapons. Good mystery game.
Yeah.
Good classic.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like many of us have played Clue at some point.
So, yeah. Well, I loved Mousetrap, but that was really annoying to set up every single time.
Mom and Dad never wanted to actually set up that game.
No.
It was a very rare occasion got to play that.
Right. That was an elaborate game when we were kids.
So
I was just like, yeah, I'm all for this.
What would you say your favorite game is right now then?
Oh, so this is an older game, but I just recently discovered it. It's called Viticulture. So you are owning and managing a vineyard. So it's a worker placement game where at the beginning of the game you get like 3 different workers that you can place on different spots of the board, and you can do different things. So this game is played through different seasons. So there's spring where you're choosing your order of players going on the board, and then there's the summer season where you're actually placing your workers onto the board to take different actions. And then during the winter season, during the fall, I know my seasons. During fall, you get a visitor. So visitor cards provide different benefits for you. Like you can plant 2 green cards, which are like the grapes that you can plant into your vineyard. And then winter is the final placement. And then you play this over multiple seasons. And the object of the game is to get the most victory points.
By making tons of wine.
Yes.
A good game to crack open a bottle, play some music, play through.
I know, it's really fun because you're aging your grapes or you're aging your wines that you've collected throughout the game. So yeah, it's like, I'm a savant vineyard owner.
Yes. It's a fun game. I do enjoy that game.
Yeah, it's a good one. How about for you?
My current favorite game is actually Moonrakers. It's a game I got earlier this year at a convention by Ivy Studios. I tend to like a lot of deck building games. So Moonrakers is obviously one of the many deck building games, but it also has this weird negotiation style in it, where you have to negotiate with your opponents to help you on missions for temporary alliances, to be able to complete the missions, split the loot. All in all, you're trying to gain renown or victory points. So you're trying to get the 10 first. But you have to be able to build up your deck, get money, get cards, to be able to eventually take missions on your own. And through doing that, you have to do a little backstabbing, a little bit of negotiation, get the things you need, get people to take you on their missions with them, because some people may not want to take you if they see you're winning. So you got to set yourself up that they need you. So it's a little bit of a different strategy, and you're a bunch of space pirates running around, so it's a lot of fun. Plus, I got mats for it instead of the board, so I get really excited when a game has like a mat I can roll out. It's much easier to pick the cards up off of the mat rather than a board, and it's just exciting.
Yeah, it is a really fun one. I think there's a lot of different ship components that you can add to your spaceship, and each time you play the game, it's always different.
It's very different.
Depending on what's out on the board, you can build your deck differently each time that you play.
Yeah,
which
and I obviously, not obviously, but I did kickstart their expansions. So and the big box. So I'm excited to get that. Hopefully,
everything you can fit your mat in that box.
Whenever it comes in, I'm excited to get it. But yeah, that's a little bit about us, and our channel. We're excited to be able to share all the different board games we enjoy with you guys. Definitely invite you guys to comment on any video. Go along this journey with us. Let us know if there's board games you want to see. You want to learn how to play them. You want to see a playthrough. And yeah, we're excited to bring this kind of content to you guys and share our love of teaching games and playing new games with you guys.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much for checking it out. We hope to see you soon. Bye.